A Tesla robotaxi in Austin pushed through bollards after repeated stops, testing claims of an impeccable, unsupervised record. This is Tesla Shorts Time, episode 577. An Austin robotaxi repeatedly stopped, then advanced into plastic bollards in a closed lane, despite detecting the obstacle. The event occurred weeks after Tesla's VP of AI cited zero notable incidents across 380,000 unsupervised miles. No injuries resulted from the contact. The vehicle was operating in a supervised test area when the incident happened. Footage showed the car creeping forward multiple times before finally pushing through the markers. Tesla has not issued a statement on the specific event. Now, one thing worth watching is how this kind of edge case sits against broader claims about unsupervised performance. The Austin incident showed the vehicle detecting bollards, yet still advancing after multiple stops. No injuries resulted, but the event highlights ongoing questions about unsupervised decision logic in real conditions. The robotaxi was operating in a closed test lane when the contact occurred. Footage shows repeated hesitation before the final push. While the robotaxi program faces these edge case questions, Tesla's energy storage side is seeing concrete supply chain progress that could affect deployment speed. LG Energy Solution has started cell production at its $2 billion Lansing, Michigan facility. The plant will supply LFP cells for Tesla Megapack 3 units from 2027 under a $4.3 billion supply agreement. It will also make NMC cells for Toyota EVs. Output is ramping toward 35 gigawatt hours annually. The site currently employs 900 people with plans to reach 1,700 at full capacity. Those Michigan cells are explicitly referenced in a new regional power plan that sets large storage targets. The Northwest Power and Conservation Council draft plan calls for 9 gigawatts of renewables, 2.1 gigawatts of natural gas, and 5.2 gigawatts of storage. It estimates $2.3 billion in fixed costs by 2032. The plan favors renewables plus batteries over new gas where feasible. It explicitly references Tesla Megapack systems for utility scale needs. Data centers are highlighted as a primary load driver. Fixed cost projections assume steady deployment of battery resources through the decade. Battery supply agreements like the $4.3 billion LG deal for Megapack cells expose a core constraint in Tesla Energy's growth path. Cell manufacturing remains the largest single cost driver, even after vertical integration in packs and inverters. Domestic plants must still clear yield and scale hurdles before they fully displace imported supply. When those plants reach 35 gigawatt hours annual output, the marginal cost per stored kilowatt hour drops, but only if the cells meet the same cycle life and thermal specs already proven in fielded megapacks. The Lansing and Delta Township facilities together represent a deliberate bet on North American cell production to serve both Tesla's own storage products and third-party customers such as Toyota. Any delay in reaching nameplate capacity directly affects how quickly Tesla can bid on utility-scale projects that reference Megapack by name in their resource plans. The alternative is continued reliance on overseas cell makers, which carries tariff, logistics, and policy risk that a Texas or Michigan facility can sidestep. Yet building that capacity requires years of capex before the first dollar of margin appears. The Northwest Power Plan's 5.2 gigawatt storage target shows how quickly utility demand can outpace any single supplier's ramp. Tesla therefore faces a straight trade-off between locking in long-term domestic cost curves and accepting slower near-term deployment velocity. The $2.3 billion fixed cost estimate in the draft plan assumes storage will be available on schedule. Slippage at either LG site would force utilities to revisit the renewables plus batteries preference and potentially increase the gas component. That tension sits at the center of whether Tesla Energy can keep pace with the data center load growth the plan projects through 2032. With storage demand rising quickly, the Cybercab program is also moving forward on its own infrastructure needs. Gold-colored Cybercab units have been spotted in Philadelphia and other states during validation runs. A Starlink antenna has been added for third redundant link alongside 5G and GPS. Austin charging hub preparations are underway for initial employee rides later this month. The integration aims to maintain fleet communication in areas with limited cellular coverage. Einride confirmed expansion of its Tesla Semi fleet to 500 units for freight and logistics. The deployment covers routes across the continent. The announcement positions the order as one of the largest commercial electric truck rollouts to date. Einride expects the trucks to begin entering service gradually starting next month. The move supports the company's plan to more than double revenue growth in the second half of the year. On a smaller scale, the Cybertruck program is also moving into review territory. Teslarati received app access for an upcoming Cybertruck AWD review. The access enables direct vehicle interaction for testing. Review preparations include checking performance metrics and software features on the dual-motor variant. The account shared the update with an image of the app interface. Meanwhile, questions have surfaced about another Texas infrastructure project. Observers noted that drawings for the Texas charging hub show V3 cabinets rather than wireless hardware. This comes despite references to 80 wireless chargers in Phase 2. The discrepancy questions the accuracy of wireless charging claims for the site. Community discussion centered on whether the Phase 2 plans had been updated or if the original description overstated the technology. The post highlighted the mismatch between the drawing and the stated equipment list. Cybercabs spotted in Philadelphia add another city to the list of locations where the two-seater robotaxi has been observed during testing. The images show the distinctive gold-colored units that have appeared in other test markets. Footage captured a gold-colored Cybercab with Starlink hardware during public road testing. The addition marks further evolution in the autonomous two-seaters connectivity setup. The vehicle was spotted with the satellite antenna mounted on the roof. Tesla is preparing a dedicated charging hub in Austin to support the upcoming Cybercab launch. Employee notifications indicate initial public rollout preparations are underway in the city. The hub is intended to handle the first employee rides later this month before wider service begins. Before we go, the next round of validation runs should show whether the added Starlink link changes how the vehicles behave in areas with patchy cellular coverage. And that's everything worth knowing about Tesla today. TSLA closed at $336.87, down $2.43, 0.7%. If the show saves you time, a quick rating on Apple Podcasts or Spotify goes a long way. You can also find us on X at Tesla Shorts Time. I'm Patrick in Vancouver. I'll see you tomorrow. This show comes to you from the NARA network. If you want another sharp daily briefing, Offshore North has you covered. Offshore ocean racing explained every Monday with a Canadian angle. All our shows are free at naranetwork.com. New to the network? naranetwork.com Start Here picks the right daily briefing for you in about 2 minutes. This episode used AI voice synthesis of my voice. Editorial selection and analysis are my own.